Hey, trendies, trendsetters, and my trendy tribe. Okay, let me know if y'all can hear me before I do my greetings. I got Sean backstage, and we're gonna do a couple of the normal stuff. I'll cut it a little bit shorter. Just got a couple things, and we're gonna get started after I greet y'all. So, can y'all hear me? Okay, I see Annette says yes. Okay, all right. So, hold on. Let me get to where am I supposed to be? Oopsie. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. So thank you so much. And this is from a different day, but it's still on here. So I'm gonna say thank you again. Thank you, Tracy Williams and Taisha J, for becoming Trendy Tribe members. Hey, lovely Linda Gamble, the YouTube MVP. Lady Queen said we're back in the house. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Professor Demita Anita Baker Joe. How are you? Hold on, I'm scrolling. Hey, Veronica Monroe. Hey, nickname Queen 41 Fit. Hi, Beverly Charles. Hey, PN2 Ross. I know you in the back in the bushes for now, but thank you for being here, PN2 Ross. Hey, Shan, the illegal eagle. Hi, Jesse Bradley Lewis. How are you doing? Oh, let me see. Hey, sexy mommy, back in the building. Hey, Sheila. How are you? Hey, Annette. Hi, Faith Allen. Sending love to Sean. Her sons are my. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, Sean, I think she said she was gonna share it with people in this. So, okay, that's so beautiful. Well, thank you so much for being here, Faith Allen. Thank you so much. She said her heart is enormous. I agree. Hi, Miss Linda, 2021. Good evening to you. And Sylvia P. Hey, Sylvia P. Okay, let me see here. Hey, Gigi, how are you? Okay, I'm making sure. Hey, Renita, how are you doing? Hey, Miss Cheryl from Seattle. She says she is back. Yes. Okay. I only have a couple things. So obviously we know we're here for Sean's story today. And honestly, that's really all I'm gonna do before I bring her up. I'll just again tell you, like the title says, a mother of children with autism. Sean is she is ready to go. I'm so appreciative. Like I said, she is already backstage. So I am going to get us set up. Sean, okay, now it'll start showing you. So just let me know if you want to start out on camera. I won't be able to hear you till I bring you up. But if you don't want to start out on camera, oh, I see you nodding your head. Okay. Let me get us together then. Hold on. Let me see here. What we got? Okay, got that down. All right. Okay, Sean. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hey, I can hear
Can
you
everybody
loud and clear. Yes. Yes. Okay, and I got some little ambiance going for everybody, something a little calming in the background for us. Okay.
Hey,
All right.
I got all my little papers ready, and I'm ready to
Perfect.
go.
Okay, the stage is yours. I'll be on mute so none of my background noise distracts you, and you go right ahead and do your thing. Can you hear me, Sean?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay, okay, awesome.
Here we
You are
go.
ready to go.
Can everybody see? I'm trying.
Yes, we can see
Trying to
you.
make sure I'm
If you want center, you can go more to your right. Go to your right. There you go.
to my right. There
Yeah,
you go.
there you
Hello,
go.
everyone. How's it going? Okay. If I keep looking down, I'm not being rude. I had to get all of this down. I didn't want to forget anything. So I want to make sure I got to move up over a little bit more. I want to make sure that I reveal and talk about everything that I want to talk about so that I don't forget anything. But I'm going to start out with the definition of autism. Autism is a neurodevelopmental condition characterized by difficulties with social
One second,
interaction and
Sean.
communication.
1 second.
What happened?
Playing yourself in the background. You got to turn something off so that way it won't distract from you.
Um. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. As I was saying, autism, also ASD, autism spectrum disorder, is a neurodevelopmental condition characterized by difficulties with social interaction and communication skills, challenges with social skills, repetitive behavior, speech, and nonverbal communication in some of them. Okay, according to the Centers for Disease Control, autism affects 1 out of every 36 children in the USA. Back when my youngest son was born, he's now 26. It was 1 out of 75. That number has significantly went down. So we don't know if it's environmental. We don't know what's the cause of it, but it seems to be a lot of them out there now with autism. Okay. Both of my children were normal pregnancy, normal births. Devin, I'm gonna call him Devin Tariq. That's my 31-year-old, and Darren Blair is the 26-year-old. No problems when I was carrying them, no medical issues, normal birth, everything. One was 8 pounds, one was 8.4 pounds. So they were some big babies. So Devin, I'll talk about him first. He is 31 now. He went to daycare about the age of 3.5, and then from there he went to to a school where we live at, a public school. At the age of 5, we noticed him being really, really kind of regressing, and he was full of energy. At that time, I was like, well, what is going on? So we started doing tests and running different tests, and come to find out, he was diagnosed with attention deficit disorder. That was the first thing with him. So attention deficit disorder, um, What is with them? They're full of energy. They can't sit down. So we did in turn, because he really couldn't learn in school. We had to then in turn give him something to kind of calm him down. You know. So when he did pretty good, but after a while, at the age of maybe 6, I noticed, I said, no, well, he's still kind of regressing. So I took him out of public school and had him placed in a private school, out of district. So I sent him there. He did really well, up to the age about maybe 14. At the time I was working night shift. I had gotten home from work and, call myself going to lay down. I'll get a little nap before the boys come home. And next thing you know, the phone rings. I get a phone call. I was like, oh boy, the school is calling. What's going on? What has he done now? He got upset with the teacher, went to school and told the teacher that he was going to bring we got to be careful how we word stuff on YouTube. He threatened to bring a GU in the school. The principal called me to tell me that. I'm like, what? It asked me if I own one. I said, no, I don't own one. After he did that little nonsense, of course, they don't put him out to school. So he ended up home with me on home instruction until we found him another place to go. So after about maybe 2 or 3 months, we did find another place for him to go, which was an hour each way, going and coming. So when he got to that school, he did really well. He stayed in that school up until he was maybe 21, until he aged out, because when they have special needs like that, they keep them in school until they're 21. But then he was not diagnosed with autism until he was 17. That was the problem. I was like, well, how come you guys didn't pick this up? I kept telling you something's not right with this kid. But anyway, when he went to the new school, he actually did really well. And when he aged out, and he left there because, they age out at the age of 21. You can hear I got one in the background. He's outside my bedroom. Sorry for the noise in the background. That's the 26-year-old making noise. But he did really well. And once he aged out, and then, they have little programs like after, programs. Once they get out at the age of 21, I found another program for him to go when he went there. And, for a while, he did really good in that. And then one day he decided, no, I don't want to go anymore. So now he's home with me, but he's doing really well. I have caregivers coming in, taking care of him, while he's, since he's home now. There's caregivers coming in, taking care of Devin. That's Devin Tariq. That's a 31-year-old. Okay, now Darren Blair. He did, I noticed with him, he met all his milestones up until about maybe the age of 3. And I was noticing, I was like, well, not really, he's not talking. He wasn't talking. So I was like, so we started him out getting, like they call early intervention, when we had people coming into the home to work with him until it's time for him to, to go into school. So they worked with him for probably maybe about, I would say, not even 6 months, because at the age of like 3.5 or 4, he was able to go into the school early. So, so they could kind of work with him and, and try to get him on the level he really needed to be on. But I kept him in public school till he was about maybe 5 or 6, because I noticed, I had a hard time potty training him. And, me and my husband, we working with him. He was in that school, I say maybe 1.5 years. And I'm like, well, why in the world is this kid not potty trained yet? I said, me and my husband are working with him at home. I said, I don't think you guys are doing what you're really supposed to do. So what I did is I said, well, look, I want to send him somewhere out of district. But I got a pushback from that, because, when a child goes out of district, the town you live in, they have to pay that out of the budget. They have to pay for the schooling and they have to pay for the transportation. But it's, oh no, we have a program for autism. We have a program right here. I said, no, you don't. I said, this boy is, okay, at the age of, I believe he was like 6.5. I said, you guys, I said, this kid is not even potty trained. What is going on? I said, what are you guys just doing? Letting him go to the bathroom on himself, and you're just changing him? You're not working with him? But finally, I said, look, I just want him to go out of district. So with this pushback and stuff, I said, you know what? I actually started getting legal counsel, and when they found that I was windmilling for my son and I wasn't playing, don't play with me. So I said, look, he's going out of district and somebody's going to pay for it because I'm a taxpayer and he's eligible to go to a private school. To me, why is a child with autism in a public school? That should never be. Okay, this is what they were trying to do, try to make a makeshift class and throw my child in it. And I wasn't having it because I'm his mama and that wasn't going to, no, my child's going to get what he actually deserved. So we ended up finding a school for him, which worked with him and worked with him. You know, my child, Darren Blair, was not potty trained until he was 7 years old. Once we got him in this private school, at the age of maybe 6.5, I would say he was in this school maybe 6 months. Within that 6 month period, they had him potty trained. So, I mean, where's the disconnect at? Somebody wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. You know, it's crazy. So he and this was a school, special school for children with you know, not just autism, with special needs. And these teachers actually, you know, they actually learn about, you know, about autism and, you know, and stuff like that. You know, they do a lot of seminars. They're constantly working to make sure they know everything they need to know about a child with autism. A child with autism, they're all not alike. And, you know, there's different stages of it, you know. So I have one. Devin Tariq is of a higher functioning. Darren Blair, he talks, but he doesn't really talk in sentences. Even now, he can tell you, you know, he can talk to you enough to tell you what he really wants. But my thing is with this rascal, how the heck you able to sing an Usher song, okay, word for word, and you know the moves, but you can't even have a conversation with me? Make that make sense. This kid is something else. But he's so intelligent, so smart. He can read. He can, you know, he counts money. He can do everything all of us do. There's always some sort of genius in every one of them. I wanted to make sure my children got the best care and the best education that they can get. So he also aged out at the age of 21. They keep them in you know, school until they're 21. Then they have special needs. I don't know how it is everywhere else, but here in New Jersey, they keep them until they're 21 and you know, in school. Once they age out, then once you get them out, then they're able to go, you know, you can find like some, you know, like a day program or something they could go to. It's still like a school. They you know, they go out in the community, they do different things, and it really helps them because you want to get them out in the community because you really want to make sure you try to make them more, you know, as much independence that, you know, you want them to have independence. And the more independence, the better, you know. So, but also looking at my notes, guys. Sorry, looking at my note. And you know, sometimes, you know, it's this stigma with, you know, when somebody has a special needs child where they want to kind of keep it a secret and they don't want to tell nobody, and it, you know, to me, I'm not embarrassed about anything because I did nothing. I didn't drink. I didn't take any supplements. I ate a healthy diet while I was carrying my children. The Lord wanted me to have these 2 children, and I'm going to take care of them and do what I can by them. Okay, these are my children, and you know, they live with me and my husband, so they will be here with me and my husband until we can no longer take care of them. I'm not taking my children, sticking them in no place for somebody else to take care of them. That's a no-no for me unless I get to a point where I'm getting, because I know I'm getting older. I'm only in my 50s, but I'm getting older at some point. Probably that would probably have to happen. But right now, long as I have breath in my body, I will be taking care of my children as long as I can. Okay, that's the way I feel about that. So also they normally they do this they do like this tier system to determine how severe a child is with autism. Now with my 2 children, I have one that's a tier B. That's of higher functioning. And then that's Devin Tariq. Darren Blair, he's at a tier D. So that meaning he's less functioning. I have to do more for him than I do for I have to do more for Darren Blair than I do for Devin Tariq. So, but thank God for this for the state and the government. They have these programs out where I have caregivers come into the home because, at some point they just refused to go into a program. They both went to programs for a little while, but after a while they was like, no, we don't want to go. So then that leaves them home with me. So, but I got to get out sometimes. So, the state, but the thing with that, all the resources really don't kick in until they're 21. But under 21, there's this program. It's called Perform Care. I don't know how it is in other states, but I did Google it, and it's stating that it's throughout the U.S. So if anybody's in need of services and they have a child with autism or special needs, look up Perform Care. Once they turn 21 out of Perform Care, then you move them over to, it's called DDD, which is called Division of Developmental Disabilities. You sign them up for that. And when they turn 21, all of the resources open up. And whatever you need, it depends on the tier too. Because I know with Darren Blair, because he's at a D and Devin Tariq is at a B, Darren Blair gets more resources than Devin gets. So there's a difference there. That that's why you have to do the testing to see which tier they're at. So, but once you sign them up for DDD, and you should be able to get some resources open, and that will give you it's awesome. Give you some help. I have workers coming into the home helping me with them, and I'm able to go out and about and do what I need to do, and and people don't realize you got to get out sometime. You can't sit in the house all the time, and once you get you get stressed out, and I refuse to be stressed out. I mean, it's times where you get stressed out, but come on now, get out and join some support groups. There's support groups out there. There's one on Facebook for children, parents of children with autism. I think there's a few on there. I'm a member of one of the groups. Find some support groups in your community. Also, you can start one yourself. That really helps. You can really start one yourself. And I get out and I go to the gym. I walk. Go have spa day, or do something like that. And it really relaxes you. Meditating helps. Breathing exercises, because I'm telling you, your parents, it gets you stressed out sometimes. You have to protect your mental health when you're dealing with things like this. But you know what, honey? I'm a soldier, honey. Okay. I may get a little stressed out, a little down sometimes, but I tell you what, I don't stay there long. I don't stay there long, honey, because I'm a fighter, honey. The Lord made me strong, honey, and he did this for a reason. I think this was my test. So some of you out there who have these children and you get stressed out, go somewhere and you get on your knees. You go somewhere, go into a spa, get out, take a deep breath. Even breathing exercises, because I got to a point I was having anxiety attacks. I haven't had one in a while though, but it was a time where I was having them. Okay, that's also part of your mental health. You really want to be careful with that, because you know what? If I can't stay strong and mentally, I won't be able to take care of them. I have to be strong for them. So many things don't get me down because I'm strong. I'm a strong person. I'm a strong person. Between me and my husband, people don't realize too, I do have a husband in the home, because there's some people that have children with autism. Sometimes it takes a toll on your marriage. But thank God, we're still standing strong, and we're still able, we still do it together. Then we have the people coming in, taking care of them. And I did see your name, Miss Faith. Miss Faith is one of the teachers that comes in to take care of the boys. She's like a teacher. She comes in and she works with them on their skills and stuff. And if Miss Deidre is in the chat, she's a caregiver. And I have a few more caregivers too. I haven't seen them in the chat. Tanya Johnson, that's my sister. Hey, Tanya Johnson. And that's my support system. My sisters and my mama. I call them up, and because I have 4 sisters, so I really don't need support groups. I have between the friends and the family. I don't know if Evangelist Wakefield is in the chat. That's one of my best friends. She lives in Texas, so I pick up the phone and call her if I get overwhelmed. And honey, she'll pray it off, honey. So if you're in the chat, let me know. And also too, okay, I got some more resources now. If you have a child that's diagnosed with autism, they are eligible for SSI. Now, they do look at your income. They look, sometimes you could be over, but it won't hurt to try to see if you're eligible. But once they turn 18, they're grown. You can apply and they will get that SSI. Another thing too about them turning 18, you need to file for guardianship. You have to get an attorney and you have to file for guardianship, because if you don't, when time to call any insurance companies, any doctor's office, they're not going to give you any information because they're considered grown. I had to
It froze Sean for a second. Sean, if you can hear me, you stopped at I had to. That's where you froze at. So I'm going to wait for her to come back in. I am here. So I'm going to wait for her connection to come back. But yeah, I see y'all in the chat. I started some of the messages when I started being able to make sure I point them out, because I know she can't read everything as she's speaking. But I definitely thank y'all that came to support Sean. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it before she comes back then, because she might drop down and come back up. But I can see why we're all here. These are the gentle souls over here. I get it. I see so many people that either have helped, as the Professor Demita Joe, she helped with children with autism. People have had children with autism. I see Phyllis, I think you say you have a grandchild with autism. Okay, I got booted too. I don't know if y'all could hear me speaking before I got booted. Let me get everything back up. I'm still waiting for Sean to come back up too. Let me get us back situated. Y'all remind us where Sean stopped. But yeah. Did y'all hear me when I was saying that Sean had frozen, or did I freeze too? So we all were just out here just struggling with StreamYard. Let me see. I'm waiting for her to try to come back up. Let me see. Just writing her a message. Okay, let me see what y'all said. Let's see. Okay, y'all can hear me. We heard you till StreamYard started StreamYard. Okay. So I'm just gonna go through the comments until I see Sean. I got her back in Instagram, so I'm just trying to check that. Right, great information, right. Faith says help is out there. I'm the owner of FA Resource Network, and my services are paid for by the New Jersey. I don't remember what Triple D stands for, but Miss Faith, okay. The only thing it doesn't let you do apparently is drop links, but if you want to drop any information in there, definitely we'll take it. Let me see. Just waiting to see if Sean comes back, because I'm not sure what booted her. I don't know if it was probably StreamYard. Okay, y'all can hear me. I'm learning. I never knew about autism. Okay, Beverly. Beverly, I have to say I'm kind of with you. I know, I'm aware of it. It's in my, in the surroundings of hearing about things, but I don't personally speak to someone that is directly dealing with someone that has autism. I have a grandson that's autistic, and we didn't find out until he was 5. Okay, Mary Kelly. Okay, I'm starring these messages too for Sean. Phyllis Crawford, prayers to your daughter. Oh yes, Phyllis, your daughter having lupus. Sending prayers up for y'all. Hey, Juan Davis, welcome. Okay, right, sexy mommy, leave us alone. We over here trying to do good things. My daughter got denied SSI for her daughter because she makes too much money. I kind of saw how Sean was alluding to certain income levels, so that might be what she was talking about. But I know if anybody wants to come up on a panel when she's done, I will drop the link for y'all if y'all want to come up and talk to her. And you can either flash yourself real quick on the camera, nobody will see you, to just let me know you're a real person, or I'm gonna put a banner up to verify you're a real person to make sure it's not a troll. I'm gonna star your message, Joyce, for when she comes back up here so she can see that. I don't even see her connecting back on Instagram just yet, so I'm waiting. But I know she has the link when she does connect back. Let me put this back up here just for visual purposes. Have something. Okay. Sean, yeah, come back up, Sean. Hit the link again. It's the same link. Hit it again. I'm ready for you, Sean. StreamYard is StreamYarding. And I'll make it a little bit. I don't know if it'll be easier. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link just for Sean in the actual chat. I don't know if that'll be easier or faster for you to see, Sean. So I'm dropping the link for you. Thank God I had a fantastic doctor who listened to my concerns. Oh, that's so important, Veronica. Let me catch up to the bottom to make sure. Okay, you say you're trying to get back up. Okay, I dropped the link, Sean, and it's the same in Instagram too. Boy, StreamYard don't want us to be great today. Let me know what it's telling you, Sean. I know we can only type right now until I can get back up here to talk to you. But I mean, okay, I see you. Okay, it says devices not connected, Sean. If you can still hear me. Oh, hold on. Is a camera coming? Okay, I'm gonna add you back because at least it doesn't say device is not connected anymore. I'm gonna put you up. Hey, yes.
It happens. StreamYard is StreamYard, and that's what you always say. StreamYard, why you doing this?
You stopped at what did Sean stop at? Does anybody remember? You were just saying you had gone through your self-care, you hadn't had as much panic attacks lately, anxiety attacks lately. You were maybe talking about resources. You had been going through a couple acronyms. So okay.
Oh yeah, I think I'm still talking to you. Yeah, because let me go back into talking about the guardianship stuff.
Okay.
I think that's where I should go back to that, the guardianship stuff.
Okay.
Shan said I was talking about SSI and SSI resources. Okay. Thank you, Shan.
Shan be on it. Yep, Veronica says Social Security. SSI.
I know, right?
Thank y'all. Thank you. Okay, and before you start, it is breaking you up already. And I don't know if you have a stronger signal anywhere else, but I just want you to know.
This is a tablet. Let me you know what? Let me go to my cell phone and try that.
Okay, we are here.
This is a tablet.
Here. Okay.
It must be this tablet. Okay, I'm
now you sound
let's try me on my phone.
Okay,
I'm gonna hit the link again.
Leave your tablet logged in, then log in with your phone, and I'll bring you up on your phone so I don't lose you on either one. So don't log out on your tablet. We'll keep you on both. Oh, that's awesome, Claudia. That's what it's here for. This that's what it's here for. So people can get help because sometimes you don't even know. Okay, I'm bringing up your phone profile. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Is that better?
Okay.
Is that better? Let's see.
Okay. Okay, let's try it. Why don't I see you? Hold on. I want to change this.
I'm gonna turn off this tablet because I can hear it. Oh man,
Yeah, it's gonna give you an echo. So yeah,
I'm trying to, child. I'm trying to figure out where I just bought this because my other one is calmed down.
you sound much better, by the way. Y'all see
Okay.
her art in the background? She does
Okay.
art.
I just Okay. It went off because it was echoing.
Did you mute it? Did you turn it off?
No, I turned it all the way off.
Okay.
I turned it all the way off. Okay, we were talking about the SSI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What I was saying about the SSI, once your child is diagnosed, they're eligible for SSI. But sometimes with SSI, they go by your income. But once they're 18, they're eligible for SSI. They cannot deny you that. And if your child get $1 of SSI, they're eligible for Medicaid. And then if you do get a HMO with the Medicaid, there's another program that's out here, and they say it's through the U.S. too, which is called the Personal Preference Program. What you would do is call that card, the number on the back of that card, your insurance company, and ask them about that program called the Personal Preference Program. And it does not count as income. It's like a grant program, and you get money every month for your child to help you take care of them. So that's another resource. And you also, I did mention something about the guardianship. Once they're 18, you need to file for guardianship. A judge will have to look at their medical history and all of that and stuff, and a doctor has to send in a diagnosis for them. Two doctors have to send in like a diagnosis, and then the judge will to determine if they're that's called the incapacitated person. So I'm their guardian. I'm like their, so to speak, their voice. So can't nobody call here and ask for them. They won't be able to talk to them. They will need to talk to me. Because you have to you have to make sure that you advocate for your children. They're not gonna do my children any kind of way. That's why I'm their mama, honey. I think the Lord picked the right one. Because I'm telling you how I had to windmill for my children through the education, through them going through education and all of that, through the town that I live with and everything, and how they were trying to make these makeshift classes and throw them in, which I felt was inappropriate. And I was like, oh, no, you won't. You ain't doing this to my child, not my child. So I can't stress that enough. Make sure that they are doing the right thing for your child and they get the right care and the right education that they need. Because, honey, they'll give you less as possible because they don't want to pay for it anyway. They have to pay for it. If you're going out of district, they have to pay for transportation and they have to pay that private school that your child is going to up until they're 21 years old. Now, anybody have any questions? I don't even see the chat.
Yes, they have questions. Are you ready for questions?
I don't see any chat. I don't know why I can't see the chat over here.
You're on your phone. That's probably why. It's a little bit harder. Don't exit yourself out on accident. I used to do that to myself.
No. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'll get you some of these questions I've seen. The first one is, can you please repeat what was the name of the program? Probably, honestly, if you could just slowly name each program you named just now, because I feel like all of them matter.
Okay. To me, the SSI, once they're diagnosed, SSI, which is kind of like it's Social Security, but it's called SSI. It's Social Security. So it's Social Security. I don't forget what the I means, but it's SSI. That's for like people who are disabled. That's that program.
Okay.
And every child is eligible once they're diagnosed, but they do, if the parents work, they still go by your income. But
Okay.
once they are 18, they're eligible for it because
Not
they're considered grown then.
okay. So then it doesn't depend on the parents' income after
No,
that.
no,
Okay.
and the parents can make as much as they want, honey. It does not matter.
There you go.
Yep. And then there's the other program I was talking about. It was a program, agency called Perform Care.
Okay.
Perform, then Care,
Okay.
and you can Google that. And I know when I Googled it, it says it's in a lot of states throughout the U.S.
Okay.
And that gives you, because before Darren turned 21, I was able to get services. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but still I was able to get, like, they call them respite workers. It's pretty much, it's a babysitter, but they call it a respite worker.
Okay.
They'll come in certain hours a week so that, the parents can get out and, and they'll come and stay with them for you. And so you could get out and do some things you want to do, or you want to do something for yourself. You just want to just go sit in the park and and look at the trees or the flowers or something. You could do that too. But, you're getting a little help,
Okay.
but,
Okay.
but once they turn 21, but I suggest, before they turn 21, sign them up for DDD. That is the Division of Developmental Disabilities. And you can also Google that. And that's where all the services open up at once they turn 21.
Okay. Okay. All right. Got it. Got it. I got
Yeah.
a question for you. Did
Yes.
you name the Facebook Autism Support Group? Did you say a name on that?
I can't think of the name of them, but they can go in there. You know how you go in there and you
Just like
search?
autism support,
Yeah,
autism.
just go in there and go into Facebook and search autism groups. And
Okay.
and a bunch of them will come up.
Okay. Okay.
And there's also too, you could also too look within your community
Okay.
to see if there's, in like any groups within your community, because I know there are some, or like I said, even maybe start one.
Okay.
Start like a little you meet up once a month with some of the parents and you guys do crafts together, something like that. That would be awesome.
Right. Okay. I
And,
got another.
I love to do a lot of crafts.
Well, actually, let me drop the link for you. And then I'll because I feel like some may actually just want to talk to you. But
Yeah,
while I get the link,
let them come on up, honey.
okay. How do I find out about schools out of district? How do you look for schools out of the district?
You the case manager, normally they have a case manager within the school system that's that represent that child, and that's over that child, that get all the services that child need.
Okay.
So you find out who the case manager is, and you go have a conversation with that case manager.
Okay, okay. And Veronica says her friend runs Black Autism Moms on Facebook.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Nice.
Okay. I love it.
I got some more star questions until I see if someone comes up. Let me see here. We got, Phyllis, she got hers. Claudia, these are some comments too. It says, I'm going to share with my niece. She has 3 young children. The oldest is 5, the youngest is 2. The oldest 2 have been diagnosed with autism. This is great information.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, tell her to look into this, whatever state you live in, look into all of those different services. And I did mention that once they get SSI, if they're eligible for SSI, they're eligible for Medicaid.
Mm-hmm.
But with the Medicaid, you will branch out and get an HMO. Like my children, they have Medicaid, but they also have, it's called Horizon NJ Health, and that's out of New Jersey though. But I'm in New Jersey.
Okay.
And with that program, with having that insurance, it also opens up other things. So there's, we call the member service on the back of the card and ask them, do they have that program, which is called the Personal Preference Program. And it's like a grant program. You get money every month, help you with your child.
Okay, I'm gonna put that one in because someone did
say
it
doesn't count, and it doesn't count as income. You don't have to claim it on your income taxes or nothing.
Okay. And Joyce just says, Sean, thanks so much for sharing. This information will bless those that need assistance. May God continue to give you the strength that's needed for this journey. Much love to you, sis.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Mary Kelly says she has a grandson that's autistic. They didn't know until he was 5.
Oh. Mine was 17. I tell you, my oldest, 31-year-old, he wasn't diagnosed till he was 17. After I got him out the other school, but after he got put out the other school,
Okay.
I said this rascal had a lot of nerve. Gonna go in there with that nonsense. I'm home trying to get my sleep on, and then the principal called me to come and get him.
Oh, wow.
So, and then I had to do home instruction on him for him for long. But once, I think he was a little tired of that school, and he's one of the ones where you can't tell him what to do. He doesn't think he needs to listen to people in authority.
Uh-huh.
And that's the one that me and him we go toe to toe every day.
Oh, wow.
Because he tells me I like to run my mouth. You like to run your mouth. You're running your mouth. Well, children and adults with autism, they have no filter. They tell you exactly what comes to their mind.
Right.
They have no filter.
I've been told that. And Phyllis says her 14-year-old granddaughter was just diagnosed with lupus, and she said they're with the Lupus Foundation now.
Okay.
Awesome. For your granddaughter, Phyllis.
There are probably some programs out there. I'm wondering. I would consider that. You have to find out though. I would consider that a disability. Find out look into if there are any programs to help. Money wise, she should be eligible for SSI though.
Okay.
She should be call the you should Google the 800 number. They'll give you I guess the one that's near your state or whatever state you live in. She should be eligible.
Okay. And I'm going up, y'all, then I'm going to come back down. But Professor Demita Joe says she worked with children with autism for 15 years.
Wow. God bless you, sweetie. I love anybody who works with these children. You are a special person to work with a child with autism.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, that like I said, there's different stages of it. I have one that's up a higher functioning. Then I have the one, the higher functioning one is Devin Tariq. I call him by his first and middle name, Devin Tariq.
I was listening to you say that.
And then it's Darren Blair. He was diagnosed at the age of like 3. But Devin wasn't diagnosed at 17 because I was like, something's going on. Because remember, I told you in the beginning that he was diagnosed with the ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
And the hyperactivity disorder. He could not sit down. It was hard for him to learn. And I was like, this is crazy. So got him in special school. It did help until he got himself put out of there.
Wow.
I said, no, you didn't.
Audrey, and I hope some of these resources are helping her, but she says, hello, I have a special needs son who is severely disabled. He's nonverbal.
Oh, he should be eligible for SSI too and some services, depending on his age.
Okay. And then Miss Reese, she says, I used to be a bus matron for special needs kids until maybe she said for 5 years. She used to be a special needs bus matron. Thank you, because y'all are
thank you so much for your services. Because, honey, like I said, it takes a special person to take on these children.
Right.
Believe me, it's not easy. Because remember, I told you my 26-year-old. He actually just had a birthday, September 13th. He just turned 26, but he was the one that we had the hardest time potty training him. He told you he was 7 years old when he was fully potty trained.
Wow.
Yes. 7 years old. And I keep tell people, I said, I don't complain.
Right.
I don't complain. For what? It's not going to help anyway, so don't complain. Just do what you need to do by your children. Live your life and do whatever you can do.
Right.
Make sure they have the care that they need.
You and your sister, I see how y'all sisters, I swear y'all look just alike, first of all.
Tanya Johnson, yeah.
She said, how about transportation? That's your sister.
Yes. They should provide that too.
Okay. Who's the they? Which program?
It depends on what now if they're in a private school, I don't know about that, but if they're in public school, they provide the transportation.
Okay.
But even if you leave coming out of a public school and you're going to a private school, they have to pay for that private school and they have to pay for that transportation.
Okay. All right. And then Phyllis says, is the personal preference program just for autism?
No, it's for people with special needs.
Oh, thank you. Okay, Latoya says she's in New Jersey.
Yeah,
41
she's
Fitz.
okay. You in New Jersey, honey. You're eligible, honey. Go ahead and call them, honey. And what? And if you want to look me up and inbox me, that's my name, Sean Fennell Lewis on Facebook.
There you go.
You
Okay.
can inbox me on Messenger or something, and if you have any questions, I can answer you from there.
And Latoya, if we're connected on Instagram, I can make sure Sean
Also,
gives
too,
it.
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram too, but it's actually Sean L. Fennell on Instagram. But on Facebook, the Lewis is added. That's my married name.
Do you want me to drop your Instagram in here, or do you want me to just message it to her?
You can drop it. It's fine.
Okay, let me find that.
Because since I met you, I've been using it more. I told you.
You have. And 41.
I told you I was hardly using it.
Let me go to your. Okay, I'm gonna get her thing and drop it. Okay, so I'm dropping Sean's Instagram link, and then 41 Fitz just giving some military resources. So that's really
awesome.
And then let's see here. Phyllis is in Ohio. She said, "This is why we love the Professor Demeter Joe." Right. Okay. Phyllis says her grandson doesn't eat meat because of texture. Okay. Let's see. I'm just trying to make sure I catch questions.
That's okay.
Okay, Audrey, I forgot which question Sean asked you, but you said he is, and my husband and I are retired military. Sean, I don't know. I don't remember which question I don't know which question you answered for Audrey, and then she answered back, he is, and my husband and I are both retired military. So hopefully I hope y'all got it. And if not, Audrey, just put your next question in there and I'm gonna get to you. Hey, Braylon Lee.
Hey, Braylon Lee, nephew. Thanks for coming to the live.
Mary Kelly's in Texas. Okay. Shan said Joyce Miles SSD is for those that can't work, and SSI is for a disabled person with low income. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Okay. 41 Fitz said for those whose children were denied benefits due to various reasons, should they keep applying or get a lawyer?
Keep applying.
Okay.
Keep applying. Well, I know a friend of mine had to go in front of a judge with one of her children.
Okay.
Sometimes, if you have to, do what you need to do, because if they're you already know if they're eligible, because if they've been diagnosed with this and that they're considered disabled, I try to get all the resources. Look, we're taxpayers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All these programs out here, and a lot of these programs out here, we don't know a lot about some of these programs, and we have to hear it from word of mouth, because it's like, allegedly, in my opinion, they keep it from us, and we have to find out on our own.
I got you, Sean.
You see what I said? Yeah. Allegedly, and in my opinion.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Sexy Mommy says there are tons of resources out there for special needs children. Yeah. Sometimes DFAC can direct you to resources.
Oh, DIFAS, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Let's see here. Mary Kelly said she just started following you.
Oh, great. Yes. I'm on Facebook too, sweetie.
That's so nice. Okay. Okay, she said continue the process. Sometimes they'll try to discourage you. Never give up. Okay.
Give up.
All right. That's all the questions so far, unless I missed anything. Y'all let me know if you were like, hey, I did ask a question, but I didn't see it get answered, and I'll
and this is my shirt I'm sporting today. Autism does not come with the manual.
Okay.
That's what I'm wearing today, representing my babies.
I love it. Okay, and let's see. Hey P, I love the allegedly, in my opinion. yes. But I don't know if I was just gonna say, and I don't know if you got to hear it, Sean, when you were trying to get back connected. I just wanted to say that again, I can see why the gentle souls are congregated here, because people, again, y'all deal with people that you need to have a gentle characteristic, I think, to understand and try to work with. And it could be, hey Shan, I see you. I'm gonna bring you up. It can be people with anything going on, but I love the gentle soul energy. I'm gonna bring Shan up with you.
You know what I am, but I have, it takes. I'm pretty much like this, but this now, if I'm really pushed, I'm a Scorpio, and I'm really pushed. I have another side, and I don't think people want to see that side, so I try not to bring that side out.
Look, we got some Scorpios in here.
Yeah, my sister is too. Tanya Johnson's a Scorpio.
Okay. No, look alike and got the same. Oh, speaking of zodiac signs, for the Trendy tribe, if you're a Leo or a Virgo, I've been able to drop you a Leo and Virgo emoji lip, so you can use those now. I'm trying to get more in there, but right now, Leos and Virgos, I got you. It's Virgo season. I was trying to be nice, you know.
Matter of fact, my husband's birthday is Sunday.
Hey, is that still Virgo season? Or
Mr. Lewis. Is he wait a minute. Virgo or Libra? Well, you know what? Don't get me the line. And I should know.
That's funny.
And I and I have my ministry is helping others. I like to help elderly and people with special needs, people who are in need. When the pandemic started back in 2020, I pulled out my sewing machine and blew it off and dusted off, honey. And I sat at my sewing machine and I made masks for people who couldn't find them.
Oh, wow.
I stopped counting when I got to 1,500. And I didn't charge for a mask.
Wow.
And I did it for 8 months.
Wow.
Because we couldn't find any in the stores, remember?
Yes.
But we could find fabric. So I said,
fabric was always sitting there.
Yeah, so that's what I would do, honey. Me and a friend of mine, we got to sewing, and what I would do is, I didn't charge people. I would have them either just, send me their shipping costs, or either just donate so that helped me buy more supplies.
Okay.
I didn't feel, to me, I didn't feel it was appropriate for me to be charging people for something like that it was, and they really needed them. Yeah. I didn't, no, that's not me. I don't mind volunteering my services.
Right. You got
I'm all for helping whoever needs it.
I saw your crafts corner you showed me.
Oh, wait. I'll have you. Let me show you. This is
Hold on. Let me see how I can make you bigger. Hold on. How do I?
That's nice.
This is Oh my goodness. I'm trying to turn around. Which way should I go?
To your right. There you go.
Right this is made out of a wig head. This is my version of Nefertiti.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
That's my version of Nefertiti, made from a wig head.
Wow.
And I even did the hat. My inspiration for this hat was, remember Queen Latifah used to wear those hats?
She sure did. Oh, I see you.
That was my inspiration for the hat, was Queen Latifah.
Okay.
Love me some Queen, my UNITY, right?
Yep. Okay, so your husband sounds, I think he's a Libra. They said Libra is Sunday. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Because I was saying Taurus, Libra. I kept saying Taurus, Libra. That's a shame. That's a shame. We've been together almost 30 years. And I was like, wait a minute, what? That's a shame. I had to think about that. That's a shame.
I know when
charge it to my heart, my mind, not my heart, y'all.
And same for me, y'all. My memory is horrible, so I always charge it to my head, not my heart. Joyce says she also made masks for the church community. Wow, just charged.
That's awesome, Joyce. Hey, talking out loud. I'm a fan of your channel, Talking Out Loud.
Yes. You getting a lot of bright eyes and say beautiful, nice.
I just came up here because people were asking questions in the chat about different resources.
Okay.
Because my family members and we were outside of the income bracket for things like SSI and stuff like that. So I was coming up here because I saw somebody mention it in there and it was really too much to type.
Yeah.
So what you should do is start with your state services, because most state services have a program for people who do not fit into the low income bracket. Yeah. And they have certain services, like in Michigan, we have the Michigan Rehabilitation Services. Okay. And they go from there and they put you into all of the programs with it's not an income involved. It's just all you have to do is you have to have a special need.
Yeah, and then sometimes you get like from different places. You can find out who, like something like Easter seals, different things like that. Sometimes they'll give you a grant once a year. You can put in to get a grant. Because I've got those several times.
Than just autism, because somebody else asked about that. It's from like pretty much any disability you have. Most states have a disabilities office. So I would start there, and then it trickles down to your city, county, where they have even more resources, and it's not an income-based resource. Like here we have RESA, RESA, and that's in the state of Michigan, and they give services to everybody. And somebody was talking about the school district. What you could also do if you don't have a worker is go to your local school district. They should have a special education department.
Yes, they do.
Ours is excellent.
They do. They have a special education department because that's who I had to converse with and talk to when I was going through the thing with my son, Darren Blair, the 26-year-old, when they were trying to make a makeshift class, talk about, oh no, he doesn't need to go out of district. We have a class for children with autism, but yet he was in your class for more than a year and he still wasn't potty trained.
Your twin says she loves you. Great information, and she has to go. Sean, your twin, because that's your twin.
Oh, okay. Bye, sis. Tanya Johnson, love you. She's the oldest. It's 5 of us. It's 5 girls.
Man, y'all just, I'm like, y'all didn't go at the same time, because I'm telling y'all look so much alike.
we all do. We all pretty much do. All 5 of us.
So is your mom or your dad have the stronger genes? Like, who y'all look like?
I look more like my mama.
Wow.
I'm a mama's girl. Now people always say they're a daddy's girl. I'm a mama's girl.
Okay.
Sean, do you know if your state has requirements? Like here, if you tell a teacher or a principal or a school counselor that you have some type of, you have some concerns about your child here, they have 7 days before they have to get your child in the process of testing and evaluation.
Yes, they out here they started it immediately. Because I was inquired and I called them up with my son when I noticed that he wasn't really talking. I was like, no, something's not right. He was like almost 3 and he really wasn't talking that well. And I said, I started the process then. And then, they have a thing called early intervention. So that's what I got him in. They were coming into the home, working with him till time for him to go. He actually got into public school at the age of 4.
Okay.
They started,
a lot of people don't know that it is law for them to intervene. And
that's right.
Like, even though they tried to make a class for
girl, child, ain't that a mess?
Have to accept that.
No, you don't.
By law, they have to.
I wasn't playing with them, honey. I was not playing with them. I said, oh, no, you ain't neither. I said, he's going out of district. No, why? Because they think they slick. Because they have to pay for it. They don't want to pay for it. It has to come out of the school budget.
Yeah, but
and they have to provide and pay for. They have to provide and also pay for transportation for him being transported back and forth to within that school.
Yep. And most people don't know that. So they don't advocate, because after they tell them something, they just say, okay. But no, by law, they have to give. And they don't have to just give they don't have to just give instruction. They have to give appropriate instruction.
Yes.
And I saw, I think it was Veronica say earlier about the IEP. They
have to
IEP, process, and they have to reevaluate every 6 months under the IEP. So here when my children were in school, it was once a year. They have to every 6 months. I don't know if they give them to you, but they don't have to do they do the annual thing with the parents.
Yeah.
Every 6 months they should be working somewhere within that IEP. It's every 6 months. Yeah. And most people don't know that. That's like a national standard too. Like when you have the IEP, it's like a standard that they have to follow. It's once a year with parents, and then every 6 months, the teachers and everything are going over that IEP to make sure it's appropriate.
Okay.
So, just so people know. And then also, when you were saying about the SSI, after you're denied, appeal it, and they'll give you a hearing.
you keep appealing it. And like I said, even if you have to go in front of a judge.
Yeah, right.
Get all your paperwork, get an attorney in, because I have a friend who actually had to go in front of a judge for her daughter.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, there's something else.
Yeah, because they're gonna deny it because it's costly. They're gonna try to deny it or give you less services as possible. A lot of places do. Just so happened I was in a place where they bombarded us with information that a lot of it we didn't even need, but they'll give you some districts, even in our local area, like 5 minutes away, they'll not give you enough information so you know what your rights are, because
they try to discourage you. They'll try to give you a hard time so that you could just throw in the towel and say, okay, I'm not dealing with this. Okay, just leave them in public school. I said, oh, not on my watch, honey, child. I was windmilling for my son, honey. They hated to see me coming. I wasn't doing that. I said, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. And my son, he was pretty much nonverbal. All he did was kind of like really babble. But honey, once I got him in that other school, like I said, they helped. Within 6 months, he was potty trained, and then he started forming words. Even now, he doesn't really talk in sentences. Remember, I told you,
Usher.
This kid is something else, because he will sit there and sing a whole Usher song, and got his dance moves down packed, but he really don't conversate with you.
Got you.
He's something else. And if I hear "Return of the Mac" one more time, I'm gonna scream.
That's his song.
He likes a lot of old school songs. You ever hear a song so much you start hearing it in your head? This kid is good for that.
Yep.
I'm like, if I hear it again, and all of a sudden I'm driving down the street, or I'm in the store or something, all of a sudden I start hearing this song in my head. I'm like, why am I hearing this song in my head? You hear it so much, you just continuously hear it. I'm like, oh my God, something else. But he loves music. That was part of his therapy, music, because he loves music. That actually really helped him to form words by listening to music and knowing the words of songs and singing the songs. And you know what I mean? Sometimes I put on music. Sometimes me and him, we'll get out there and we'll dance together. Right. And child, I'll be like, yeah, come on, let's cut a jig. He be taking it down. I take it down too. But honey, I ain't gonna take it down too far, because I might not be able to get back up.
One second. Gigi, you had started a sentence that said, please don't give. And I want to know what you were trying to say. So retype it if that's what you were trying to say. What were you trying to say?
It says, I kept my son on homebound. He didn't attend school, graduated this May. Okay. Awesome, Audrey C. My grandson loves the blues. Ain't that, honey? Ain't that something else? You know, jazz music, they say jazz music good. You know, how they say music soothes a savage beast?
They do say that.
I really believe that. Certain music. You ever go through something and, you turn on some nice, soft, calm music and it really helps you?
Yep.
That is really true. That music really helps.
And 41
people gotta care for their mental health. That's the main thing. I mean, like I said, if I'm not in the right mental capacity, how can I take care of them?
Right.
That's why I can't stress enough. Get out and do some things. Go out with your friends. Get away. Sometimes I just get in the Uber and I'll just take a ride and go to the city. And my cousin lives in the Bronx, and I'll go to the Bronx and stay the day with her. And then I'll come on back home that night.
Right.
Either one of the girls or my husband, or he'll keep them.
Yeah.
But I do that periodically. Right. You have to get away.
True. 41 Fit. What you? I know
Hey.
Hello. Hello, 41 Fit, my queen.
Hey. Listen. I don't have much to say, but thank you.
You're welcome, sweetheart. And if I have to do a follow-up and come back and do it again, just let me know. I'll be all ready for it. And any of these resources, because I got everything written down. Any of these resources that you need. If you think that you maybe forgot to write something down, let me know, because honey, it took me, I got about 20 pages of stuff right here. But my writing my story. I really wanted to maybe write a book. I don't know. I have to find time for it though.
Find the time if that's what you want to do. But yeah, I have a feeling that possibly people might be like, "Oh, I'm replay," but I had some questions for her. So yeah, we'll bring you on back up. Definitely.
That would be awesome. Just wanted to thank you for your strength. I want to thank you. I really like you, Sean.
Oh, thank you.
You remind me of home. I'm from Philly.
Oh,
so you remind me of home. And I just thank God for you fighting for your sons, fighting for, just to get to know what their diagnosis is.
Yes.
And also treating them like they're just regular young men.
Yes.
Again, I don't have any children with autism that I know of. I'll say that. But what I will say is that at times I'm pretty sure they can kind of feel ostracized or feel like they're not like everyone else.
It's a little hard because, it's, to me, sometimes it's like they really don't have a life because somebody has to be with them at all times.
Right.
1 second, y'all. Audrey, I see you tried to come up. Will you got to connect at least your microphone. It's saying devices not connected, meaning no microphone, no camera connected right now. And if you don't know how to do it from where you're at, just drop down. When you enter the studio, it'll ask you, you want to connect the microphone or unmute yourself. And hopefully you can hear me. But it won't let me bring you up because there's nothing to bring up because you don't have a microphone or camera right now. But I definitely want you to be able to talk to Sean because I know you were speaking about your child. Okay, go ahead, y'all. Sorry.
No. I was just going to say thank you. And to everyone that, has a special needs child or differing abilities is what I believe that they're moving towards saying that that's the correct and PC thing to say is very true. We all have different abilities. And I just thank God for your strength. I thank you for your persistence. Veronica has also mentioned, and also Audrey, and she's coming up on the panel. And other people that support people, like you said, it's a special gift. It has to be because you just don't, I don't want just anybody even teaching my child, let alone somebody that needs
that is so true.
attention. Yeah. So
that is so true.
I just thank God for you. I really don't have much else to say, but thank you for coming up.
Thank you so much.
Indeed. Just for sharing your heart, sharing your love, sharing your passion for
anytime.
your children.
Anytime, because I felt as though it needed to be done because somebody out there is going through something like maybe like mine or maybe worse than me. I always tell myself it's somebody else always out there doing worse than you. I do not complain.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, God bless you. I'm going to drop down and I'm gonna continue to twerk in the chat.
Thank you so much, honey.
Oh my gosh. I'm still trying to see Audrey. Okay, let me see. Okay, Audrey, I'm gonna boot you just so you can start over. I'm not booting you because I want you to come back up. I'm just booting you so you can start over and see your options for the microphone.
This is why instead of me, I didn't think it would have been appropriate for me to not show my face to actually let everybody see who I am.
Yeah,
that's why I decided. Remember, I told you I wasn't sure. I said, "Oh no, let them see me." Even though I was a little nervous in the beginning because but that's normal because it's the first time I've done this.
Yes.
But once I got into it and stuff and told the story and stuff, I was fine.
Professor Demita Joe said her grandson has cerebral palsy. He's pretty nonverbal, but he is with his music teacher, plays the piano and sings.
Oh wow, he's eligible for some services.
Audrey, let me try to. Okay, so Audrey, when you tap the link, which I'm gonna put the link in there again, you have to. It'll ask you what name do you want to display, and it'll have a microphone symbol and a camera symbol. You can keep the camera symbol with a line through it, but you have to unmute your mic, which is the mic. It might have a line through it, but unmute it so you don't have a line through it, because those are the two devices it's asking. It needs one of those to be connected. Audrey, I'm gonna drop the link again to help to try. Hopefully you can Let me see my screenshot that I sent Sean. Let me see if I don't want to share too much online if it shows too much, but I don't think it does. But hopefully that'll help if you see a screenshot, Audrey, because this is what you should see when you get the link. Let me see. Let me check. Sean, you go right back ahead. That's all I wanted to say, just to make sure.
You know what? I done lost it. I done forgot what I was saying.
Look, I
totally forgot what I was saying. Oh Lord.
Music.
Y'all could reiterate, just don't let these people tell you what you cannot do for your child. Okay, you know better. You know better. Advocate for your children. Make sure and fight for your children and make sure they get the care they need. And you see, with me and my husband, these two, 31 and 26, they are living with us.
Right.
I refuse. I'm not going to be shoving my children nowhere into no place for nobody, group home for nobody to take care of them. Me and my husband have a house. It's just me and him and the two boys, and they will stay here with us until we can no longer do it.
Right.
You know,
Audrey, I just saw you were waving and everything.
What happened?
Did you exit the studio, Audrey? Because I saw you made it. You were here, Audrey. Come back. She looks so sweet too. Come back, Audrey. You might have accidentally hit back or exit studio. It's finicky depending on which device you're on. If you're on mobile, you gotta just stay in that window once you're on it. Audrey, that might maybe.
Oh, Demeter Joe. Oh.
What is his father died 4.5 years ago. He's
so sorry about that.
Oh man. Y'all know we praying for y'all.
Yes.
Faith said, "Great job, sis." And thank you, Faith. She says it's an awesome.
Thank you, Faith. Thank you, Miss Faith. We call her Miss Faith.
Miss Faith. Miss Faith. Thank you.
Thank you, sis.
I'm waiting on. Let me drop this link again. Audrey, I don't know if you probably couldn't hear both ways, but you were in, Audrey. I saw you waving. Just don't back out. Stay where you are. If you come back up, do not hit back.
Thank you, Beverly Childs. I'm glad it was helpful.
Yes. I really want y'all to connect. Audrey was sharing a lot in the chat, so I really want y'all to connect. Okay. I'm going to see if she comes back up. I don't see her yet, but I know she at least found how to get in, so I'm going to take this off. Let me see if there's anything else just in general while we wait. I see, and this is the thing, I'm like Sylvia, I am not directly familiar, so I don't have personal questions on my end, but I know that, well, they've asked some really good questions, so maybe those are the questions, but I really want Audrey to be able to speak directly to you. It's a booger when you're trying to use StreamYard for the first time.
Yeah, StreamYard. You see what StreamYard did to me, booted me right on that.
Yes.
Well, that's all right. This too shall pass.
Right. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else to try to give Audrey some time. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm in no hurry.
I appreciate you.
Nothing but time. And I don't work anymore. I'm pretty much retired now. Hey. I stopped working in my middle 40s.
Come on, retirement.
I'm home. I used to work for a hospital. I was working the night shift, child.
Wow.
You know what? When you have young children and you got to pay for child care and day, my husband worked during the day and I worked the night shift.
Okay.
That saved us a lot on like daycare. Sometimes we had to get them aftercare though. That was a little cheaper so that I can make sure I got sleep.
Okay.
To go to work.
Shan asked, do your boys participate in any extracurricular activities?
Yes. Well, I have one. I have Miss Faith. She comes in and works with him. We're going to try to get him more out in the community. I have my son, Devin. I'm getting him set up with a mentor to get him out, like to the gym, to the movies. If he's doing what, take him to the park and walk with him, take him to the store, We want to get them out in the community more. This way, I mean, I try to get them out now that, you know, it's not as hot. It's a good time to get them out and, you know, a little more outside now.
Okay.
So that's what we've been working on, getting them some more services, you know, to get them out and about a little more.
Okay. Nice. I don't see Audrey trying to come back up, which that happens. Sometimes we just have to try more than one night. So Audrey, I don't know if you just don't want to try again, or if it's StreamYard, and I don't know, but we will still connect you with Sean. We don't like this doesn't have to be the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and everybody's sharing their stories. Okay, he attended the local tech college on a scholarship, graduated cum laude. Okay.
Oh, Veronica Moreau. Wow, that's awesome.
I'm happy.
That is awesome.
Veronica. Audrey. Okay, Audrey. No, you were there now, Audrey. Okay, don't move, Audrey. Okay, now look. Hold on. I'm gonna get my screen back up, and I'm gonna talk you through it first because you were there. I think you just accidentally hit the back button and kicked yourself out of the StreamYard because what happens is you're technically opening up like an internet window when you hit the link. So you're not really in YouTube anymore. So if you back out, you're backing out of like an internet window. So that's the
Miss Faith, you sure got that right. Miss Faith said I'm scared of bugs. I sure am.
So Audrey, I know you saw this screen because you made it in. So you saw your avatar and you saw your display name, right? And I know you hit enter studio. The only thing you have to do once you get in the studio is tap the camera once to turn the camera off, and then you'll keep your mic on, and then I can bring you on up because I already saw you're a real person. So you are 90% there, Audrey, if you want to try again. I'm going to put the link down if you just want to try one more time. You don't have to. I just want you to know you made it so far because you got to the studio. You did good. And then just if you have me playing anywhere else, you'll have to turn that off so there's no echo once I bring you up. But you had it, Audrey. Thank you, Claudia. Thank y'all for being here. There's people to share and talk to. All right. And Audrey, all you gotta do is tap the mic icon. That's the only one you need to tap so you can unmute yourself. Because you're in the studio. I see you, Audrey. So
you're welcome, Claudia.
Tap the microphone icon. You're so close. You are because you're in here. That's good. You just gotta tap the microphone icon so it doesn't show a line through it. So it won't have you muted.
My Facebook name is Sean L. Fennell Lewis. Like I have under my avatar where I'm live, where I have under my live.
I'll find one of your comments.
That's my name on Facebook, Sean L. Fennell Lewis.